Hi, I'm Doug Donnelly, and welcome to Cecil TV. Tonight, we're happy to welcome Rising Sun Social Studies teacher, Josie Perry. She has recently been involved in the creation of something called an electronic field trip. She traveled to Europe and as a fellow for the National WWII Museum, which is located in New Orleans, and created, co-wrote, and was the on-air commentator for the creation of an electronic field trip about the ending of World War II. So welcome, Josie.
Thank you, Doug.
So first, what is an electronic field trip?
An electronic field trip is something that gives students a chance to see the places that they are reading about in their textbooks. It gives students an opportunity. For example, the one that I worked on, it gives them a chance to see all of the different sites connected to the end of the war. You know, we went to where the Berlin airlift happened. We went to Tempelhof Airport. We went to Sicilienhof Palace, where they negotiated the Potsdam Agreement. So it gives students a chance to actually see where the history was happening.
Right. So, so those that sort of took you around different places.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it important for students to see a presentation like this?
I think for many students, reading something in a textbook doesn't necessarily sink in with them in terms of thinking about, we filmed at the site of the Battle of the Bulge, and to be able to visually see what the Ardennes forest, how thick it was, how thick the canopy, and picturing that battle taking place in the middle of a harsh winter, snowstorms, fogs, the works. Being able to actually see that as opposed to reading it in a textbook is a really powerful learning experience for the students. And you know, being able to see the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe in Berlin and seeing just there's multiple structures in this memorial, and just to be able to see that firsthand for the students and be able to share that, I shouldn't say firsthand, be able to share that with the students, just it creates a much more powerful learning experience as opposed to just reading something out of a textbook.
And you didn't travel to Europe by yourself. You had some other Cecil County people with you.
Yes, I had a student, her name's Katie Zimmer. She is from Bow Manor High School. She went with me, and she was also an on-air commentator for the electronic field trip. And we filmed in Germany, Belgium, and in France for our portion of the electronic field trip.
Great. I would look forward to seeing it myself, because my father was in the Battle of the Bulge. I mean, this serves a purpose for students. Does it also help teachers teach this subject?
It definitely is dual purpose for both students and teachers, because again, giving teachers access to these places that, yes, they may have read about them, but giving access to inside access. We actually were able to film in the room where the Potsdam Agreement was negotiated. So we were in the same room that Stalin, Churchill, and Truman were in, negotiating, you know, how are they going to handle Japan now that the war in Europe was winding down? You know, what are they going to do with Germany after the war? You know, to be in that room and give teachers that inside look is also pretty powerful for the teachers.
Have you been to the National WWII Museum?
Yes, as a part of my fellowship, I actually studied there for a week in 2019, and then I traveled with the museum to Munich, Germany, and really throughout southern Germany in 2022.
That museum sounds like a great reason to go to New Orleans.
Absolutely. It's the #1 museum, according to National Geographic, #1 museum in the United States. It's incredibly thorough. in terms of telling the story of World War II, and even telling some of those stories that were many thought forgotten in the annals of history. It really tells the complete story of World War II.
Right. I think, and anyone can go to their website and watch any of these electronic field trips, and a whole lot of. They have an extensive website, and there's one on the Holocaust. There's one on the Japanese internment. There's one on the African American experience as soldiers in World War II. It's great stuff.
And it's all free.
And it's all free. So when does the one you worked on, when does that become available?
The first part is premiering on April 28th at 9 a.m. And then the second part is premiering on May 8th, which is the 80th anniversary of VE Day, at 9 a.m. as well. And then after, if people can't catch the premiere, it will be available on the YouTube channel for the museum.
Terrific. Okay. Well, Josie Perry, we thank you for being with us, and good luck. I think this is a very exciting thing.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.